All right, cool. Can everyone hear me? Good. If you're hopping on now, just mute yourself if you're not muted, just so we don't have any feedback. Welcome to the team call tonight. We have one of our very own speaking tonight. But before we do that, I'm going to start with recognition and recognize the coaches on our team for kicking butt and helping people. So let me go ahead and share my screen so you can see that. Literally just had it pulled up and disappeared. Hold on a second. Where'd it go? Can you see it? No. One second. Oh goodness. Let's try that again. Can you see it now? Good. Okay. So, as I said, welcome to our team call. I wanted to welcome all of our new coaches for the month of April. If your name is up here, welcome to the team. We're really excited to have you here. I normally go through all of this every call, but since we do like have a new coach call, I'm not going to go through it as thoroughly, but those of you who are brand new, if this is your first call, I did want to kind of give you a couple little things that you can focus on in your first couple of days or your first week as a coach. So obviously the first thing as coaches, we're here to work on ourselves and you need to be getting results. It doesn't mean you have to look perfect in any way. You just really need to be showing up every day on your journey. And that's a part of what we do as a coach. So get results like it's your job, because it is. And also we practice the vital behaviors, which Natalie is going to be talking about the connection one tonight. So I'm not going to really go too deep into that. But the 4 vitals are to be proof that the products work. So using the products, using the programs, and showing that on your social media so that others can see that they work and they see you using them. So therefore you're sharing, not selling. Also connecting, inviting people to join you and following up with them. Helping people get results, because we are coaches, because we do that. That's what we do as coaches. And then we are doing personal development, which is something that is super important for your business. It is something that you do not want to skip. And it is basically meaning that you are either listening to a podcast or you're reading a book or an audiobook. You can choose the format and the platform of your personal development. But some great books for new coaches to start with are The Compound Effect, The Slight Edge, You Are a Badass. And if anyone has any other recommendations you want to throw them in the chat, that would be great. As a new coach and as a coach in general, we're all here to help people. And something that we aim to do every single month is be in what's called Success Club. That just means that you're helping at least 3 people get started just like you did with the Total Solution, Shakeology, or Performance Line, Beachbody On Demand, and being enrolled into your challenge group or on your team. Whether it's a coach or a customer, doesn't matter. They still count. And I really want you to focus on people, not numbers, because that's what we are here to do, help people, not just rack up a bunch of numbers. But if you are here to build a business, or even if you're here to just cover your shakes, you do want to make sure you're helping at least 3 people. Obviously, if you've got big, giant goals, you're going to be helping more than 3, but 3 is the minimum that you want to be helping every single month, so that you can be in Success Club. And kind of going along with that, if you are brand new and you haven't achieved Emerald rank yet, that's the first thing you're going to want to do ASAP. You can reach out to your coach and they'll explain that to you and why that's important. But just know that it's just as easy as hitting Success Club. Those 2 out of those 3 people, if you sign them up as coaches, you'll get to your first rank in the company. And you can do it in a day if you really work for it. And it's something that's going to unlock your earning potential and allow you to earn more income as a coach by giving you an opportunity to earn things like Team Cycle Bonus and other perks that you don't get when you're not an Emerald. The next thing is you want to complete your new coach launch plan, follow the onboarding process that your coach has you doing. You're doing the team training. We have a self-paced training, so make sure that you're plugging into your coach's training that they're providing you with, and you are implementing what you're learning. This is a learn as you earn business. You have to just kind of fail forward and try things and see what works and what doesn't. And before you just try to watch all the training and then take action, it's best if it's applied as you're learning it. Be on the team calls. If you're here, you're in the right place already, you're doing the right thing, and then just duplicate that. So make sure that you are teaching your team how to do the things that you are doing, and that's how this business will grow. And just continue to grow, and you'll help more people. And then maybe, if this is something you'd like to do full time, or if not, like if it is, it could be, And that's how you create duplication. And that's how you have other coaches on your team succeeding too, which is the best thing about this, being able to help other people. Okay, so let's go with Success Club leaders. So far locked in, I have myself and Savannah's on that side now too. This was made this morning. That has since then changed. So the two of us are locked in. And then on the board, we have Amber, Brittany, Carly, Joanne, Lindsay, Michelle, Natalie, Sammy, Sarah, and Savannah. Well, actually, just kidding. Savannah's locked in. So everyone else on the other side is on the board. This means that they have helped at least one person so far this month. If you're on the locked in side, you've helped at least 3 so far. I don't have numbers next to them, but it's just you're locked in or you're not. So just make sure that by the end of the month, you get your name on the locked in side of the board. Our top team volume leader this week is Christy Kako with 248 TV points. And then also on the board, we have myself, Gail, Jan, Lauren, Stephanie, Emmy, Jacob, Sammy, Alexia, Amy, Brent, Robin, Morgan, which is Christy's sister, and Taylor. We got two Boyds on the board, although you're not a Boyd anymore, but 2 sisters up there. That's cool. Wish my sister did this. And then we also have in the 1,000 Club for the week, which is our volume leaderboard, Sammy, Emmy, Natalie, and myself. And then we have our 500 Club, 350 Club, 250 Club, 150 Club. If you're up here, just give yourself a pat on the back. You are doing things in your business. You are helping people. You are staying committed to your journey. You're contributing volume to the team. So that is something to be celebrated. And our coach of the week is Brittany Dyer. So let's give her a special shout out today for crushing it in her business, leveling up. This is our April calendar. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure that you take a look at it so you know what to expect and you know who our guest speakers are coming up for the month. You know what events are going on. You just know what to kind of be aware of as far as the month goes. So just take a peek at that if you haven't yet. What's new? If you're on this call, you figured out that Zoom requires a password now. So the password for this team call is going to be gratitude. It's anytime we use this team call link, it's always going to be gratitude. So that means if you're doing a one-on-one call with me, that's the password you're going to use as well. Make sure that your team knows that's the password. If they're trying to hop on team calls and they're not able to get on, make sure they know that. And then our workout password in the morning, the one that we do share with Megan's team, the password for that is Rise Up 2020. So if you wanted to hop on our live workout in the morning, it's from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning. You can hop on at whatever time in between that. I know Lindsay's on there a lot, Tori, Kara, a lot of the girls hop on that. The password for that is Rise Up 2020. So just make sure you have those and you know what they are if you're trying to hop on those calls. What's happening, what's new, Bar Blend is going to be entering the Beachbody On Demand library April 24th. So if you have some customers that have been asking about it, just kind of let them know about that. Maybe talk about it in your challenge group and just share that it will be available soon this month. And the FAQ for that is 5507. 10 rounds is now available to everyone. So I know last month and last week it was available to just coaches only, but now it is available to challengers. So if you did have those people who wanted to join, but they just didn't maybe want to join as a coach, now's the time to reach out to them, get them enrolled with 10 rounds. If you have any challengers in your challenge group that maybe would be interested in this program, reach out to them, let them know that it's available, talk to them about completion packs and all of that kind of stuff. Just know that it's available to them too. All right, I'll see you later. All right, bye. Okay, so Coach Summit unfortunately is canceled this year. So if you were planning on going, they will be refunding you. If you purchased a ticket, you should see a refund for that. If you purchased a hotel through the Beachbody website with like the hotel reservation thing that they have, you will see a return for that as well. If you're with Airbnb, I'm trying my best right now to get our money back if you were in ours, but I'm confident that it will be okay. So just heads up, if you were planning on going to Summit this year, obviously it is not happening, but you will be able to go next year, and we're going to do something anyway fun virtually in spite of that. So don't worry about that. Okay, so our social media shout outs of the week, we have 2 of them. The first one, we have Amber Giltner, who not only is she posting like beautiful photos, she's posting really awesome content and she is helping a lot of people. She's stepping outside of her comfort zone. I know she said that she had done this like virtual sort of vendor group, that it was something she's never done before, and she like locked in Success Club 4 already, right? You helped 2 people in like the first 2 days of the month, just being in that group and doing something that was scary. But I wanted to shout out this post because first of all, I'm really happy that she's getting comfortable posting and sharing these things, because I know it's a little scary at first to be sharing, about what you're doing. But it's just nice to see her, posting with confidence. So I wanted to give her a shout out this week for that. And for Kara, I loved this post. I loved how she took the quarantine and made it a positive thing. She's getting outside in nature, socially distancing from people, and it's a great photo. And also, I know she had told me that she made her daughter like take some photos for her and be her mini photographer. So she's the next couple of posts she's going to be having, I'm sure will be really great photos as well. And it's funny because I had already picked this one, and then you posted another great, I don't know if you're on here, but you posted like another amazing post, and I was like, oh, that one's good too. But I already had this one up there. So I just wanted to give you a shout out for all of the awesome content that you've been sharing on your social media. Our transformation highlight is our guest speaker tonight. So shout out to Natalie for this really amazing transformation post. So if you haven't read it, go check it out. A lot of people didn't know she was a cheerleader. I was reading in the comments and everything. So that's a great post to show transformation. And it's not just a physical one either. Obviously, she talks about that in the post. So you can go read that. Good job. Our Level Up Tribe Award, I couldn't pick one, so I picked 2 instead. And I chose Sarah Jennings and Valeria Hernandez this week because I saw that they are hosting a coach webinar, the 2 of them on their own. They decided they were going to host a coach webinar, and I just wanted to give them a shout out for stepping up and being a leader and doing that. So shout out to you too. Also, this purple shirt's really cute, and I'm glad you posted the Amazon link because I was going to ask you where you got it. It's really cute. And I think you're wearing it now. So you are.
I am.
It's really cute. But I'm just really proud to see like
Thank you.
coaches doing things like this and stepping up and taking ownership for their business. So I wanted to give you guys a shout out, especially just for that. Our under 30 shout out is Catherine. Can you pronounce your last name? Because I don't want to butcher it.
It's Roshalo.
Roshalo. Okay. I figured it was sort of like that, but I didn't want to mess it up.
It's tough.
Yeah. And I wanted to give you a shout out because I know you haven't been a coach very long and you have already hit Emerald rank and you're just doing awesome. So I just wanted to celebrate you and give you a little spotlight on the team call. And that's why I asked you if you were going to be here. So I'm glad that you're here. So if you don't know Catherine, I'm sure you'll get to know her. I'm sure she's going places in this business. It's just like she signed up and then she hit Emerald and I'm like, who is this girl? I'm going to go check her out. So really proud of you for all that you've been doing, and I'm excited to see what's to come. And then if you have anyone else you want to shout out on the team page, now would be a good time to do that, or not on the team page, on the chat box, I mean. And it looks like it's been like, I have squirrel brain and I kept seeing it blinking the whole time. So I'm sure there's a lot in there. But if you have anyone in particular you want to shout out in the chat, please do that now. Oh. I have one too. I guess I'll just say it. I wanted to shout out L'Oreal for doing a little Zoom workout with 2 of her friends who are quarantined. And they did a yoga workout on BOD together on Zoom. So that was really awesome to see. And she shared it on her stories, which is great coach practice right there. And Sammy, Audrey for hitting emeralds. Woo-hoo, more emeralds. Kate Brooks for getting, yeah, she's been on the team call very consistently. Carly hit emerald in 3 days. Damn, I need more like under 30 shout outs. I didn't realize there were so many of you. I'm sorry. Well, there's always next week. All right, Erica, am I missing any? I hope not. I think that's all of them. Oh, that book that you said, Sammy, I just bought that today. So I'll have to let you know what I think about it. Fear is my homeboy. Okay, so I am going to pass it over to our guest speaker today. I'm going to introduce her, even though, like, most of you know her, but maybe you're brand new and you don't, and you will get to know her. So Natalie has been a coach on our team for 3 years now. When she started coaching, she was a full-time, like working full-time and also doing this. And because of this business, she's been able to go part-time in her job, which is really awesome. She's also a dog mom, like a lot of us here. She's a fiance. She just bought a new house. So a lot of exciting things are happening for her right now in her life. She's a Success Club 10 legend, which means she's hit Success Club 10 at least 12 consecutive months in a row. And she's hit Success Club for 33 months in her entire time being a coach. So when we tell you Success Club, like, we mean it. It's important. Do it. We're not just joking and just saying it because we want to say it. We're saying it because it does create success. So if you take any notes from the beginning of this call, write that down. I'm sure you'll have a lot more after she's done talking, but make sure you write that down. She also was a Success starter when she was brand new, which means she hit Success Club in her first 3 months. I'm talking, Copper. Stop. Man, that being rude. Sorry. And I think that was it, right? I don't want to miss anything. Did I miss anything? No? Okay.
That's it.
All right. And so tonight she's going to be talking about connecting and building your network. So I'm just going to pass it to her. Copper seems like super excited that you're going to talk tonight because he won't stop barking. So I'm going to mute myself so you can go ahead and take it from here.
Okay, so I'm going to touch on connecting and growing my network a little bit, but I'm going to change the shift of the call a little bit, just because I feel like in the season that we're in, it's important to recognize the timing of your business and how it works in your life. So like Carolyn said, I'm Natalie. I've been a coach since June of 2017, which is like crazy to think about. I'm going to give you my backstory of why I started, how I started, and then I'm going to kind of go into the call. So for me, if I rewind almost 3 years back, I had a really great life. Had my boyfriend Norm, fiance now, my dog, had my own house that I bought in Royal Oak, cute little house. Had a great job, still have the job, a great job that paid me really well. I am at like the top. I guess I'm like the highest person up at my company. I run the show there without a CEO paycheck, but I still wanted more. So on paper, my life was like awesome. Like from an outside perspective, people would look in and be like, dang, this girl's got a really good life. But with that, there was something missing. And it was super weird because there wasn't like one specific thing that was like, wow, I'm really bored with A, B, and C. It's almost like you get sick of like waking up, rushing out of bed, going to work, coming home, eating dinner, rinse and repeat. That's my life Monday through Friday. Like I didn't have anything extra that was making me feel fulfillment that I wasn't getting at work. So I was kind of on the search for something. I didn't know what that something was. I had no idea I'd ever be a Beachbody coach because if you would have asked me 4 years ago, I would have said hell no. So it's just like crazy to think that back in June, I was just following someone on Instagram. So showing up on Instagram, you guys, is really important because I'm where I'm at today and I'm on this call, and 17 or 18 of you that are on this call that are on my team are here because someone else showed up on Instagram that led me here. So I was watching someone's story and it's kind of creepy. Not anymore now that I'm a coach, but Brittany, who she no longer works the business, but she is like one of my best friends. I was a bridesmaid in her wedding. She's a bridesmaid in my wedding. We met through Beachbody. So her husband was someone that I used to work with. So I saw he had this new girlfriend, this cute blonde girlfriend. I was like, oh, I'm going to follow her. Like, that's kind of creepy, but whatever. I'm just going to do it. So I followed her on Instagram and she started talking like on her stories about workouts that she was doing and about this business that she was doing. And she would do posts here and there. And I would like watch her stories and like listen to her talk on her stories and be like, this girl's insane. Like, she's insane. Like, who would ever get their face on there and talk? Like, who would do that? Why would someone do that? But yet I kept watching it. And I was like, dang, this girl's really brave. Like, this is really cool. And then I started listening to what she was saying. And I was like, okay, wait. Like, she's talking about health and fitness. Like, I don't want a new fitness routine. I just don't. Like, at the time, I was going to Orange Theory. I was doing kickboxing. I was, like, doing all these workout programs that were at gyms. I didn't think home workouts were real. I was like, okay, like, those are like probably like 45-year-old women. I like picture like the 90s like workout videos where they're in like the neon leggings and like just dancing around. I didn't think they were actually like legit workouts until I tried them. But either way, she was talking about these workouts and this business. And what was intriguing to me was the business, not the workouts. She was talking about how she was getting fulfillment somewhere else outside of her accounting job. And I was like, wait, this is really cool. And I didn't put like 2 and 2 together that, hey, maybe this is something that could help me with that fulfillment that I need so badly. So I randomly, probably after 3 months of watching her, little plug here, I watched her for 3 months before I reached out to her. She showed up for 3 straight months before I decided that I'm just gonna message this girl. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, this is really creepy. You don't know me, but I've been watching your stories. I know Christian. I know this is weird, but what are you doing? Like, what are you talking about in your stories? And she was like, not creepy at all. And like thinking about it now, like that's a Beachbody's like dream, just for someone to say, hey, what are you doing? Sign me up. So she said to me, do you want to learn about the business or do you want to learn about the workouts? And I said, honestly, more so the business, but I guess both. So I said, okay, tell me about both. And I think she gave me like literally a 2-minute rundown and just said something along the lines of like, well, I run these challenge groups to help people get results and we inspire each other and I'm building a business around health and fitness and taking care of myself. I was like, okay, cool, sounds good. How do I sign up? I had 0 objections, you guys, because I needed something. So I think it took me 20 minutes to sign up and only because I was at Plato's Closet selling clothes back and I didn't have service to like check out when I needed to. I didn't ask her how much it was. I really didn't care. And the reality is $160 to build your business is nothing. So I was shocked at that in general. Like I think it should be more, but that's my opinion. But I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I signed up. And that was June 23rd, I think, of 2017. And I'm still here today and I don't plan on going anywhere. And it's just crazy to think because I look back and I remember getting on my first call with Brittany. And again, I remember I watched her on Instagram. I watched her post, but the first thing I said to her when she got on a call with me is like, this all seems really cool, but I'm not posting on social media. And she kind of just looked at me and was like, okay. And she was like, well, I'm not going to tell you what you do or don't have to do as a coach. I'll let you know what you should do and what will help you be successful. And posting will help you. I went to her because she was posting, so why would I not post? So I said, okay, I probably should post. So like 3 days later, I take a picture of my Shakeology bag, the containers, and like the booklet. Like the worst thing that I could post, like, hi, I'm a Beachbody coach, sign up with me. Like it wasn't that bad, but I signed up 3 people from it, even though I had no idea what the hell it was doing. I did the post, I put my phone under my pillow and literally screamed like someone was killing me, went and hid in my bedroom and didn't look at my phone for like 3 hours, you guys, because I was so nervous. Like, what was I so nervous about? Probably people judging me or being that person because I have seen people on social media selling things that I thought was gross. I didn't think what they were selling was gross, but I thought their approach was gross. So for me, I didn't want to be seen that way. So I made it a point in my business that I'm going to show up authentically as myself. I'm going to share what works for me. I'm not going to care what people think as long as I'm showing up the right way. And if I wouldn't think it was gross from an outsider perspective, I'm safe doing it. And that's just what I did. And the reality is I did that post and I got so much great feedback from it. And most of the time we're in our own heads about what we think people are going to think about us when we share stuff on social media. Like that shouldn't have been that scary to me, but it was. And of course, personal development helped. And then I got in a call with Brittany and she was like, I see you did a post. And like now if you look at my Instagram page, I post every day. But I don't post just health and fitness, you guys. I post 90% of the time I'm drinking wine. I'll admit it. Like I don't have a problem, but I do like to drink wine. And I think a lot of girls on this team are laughing because they like to drink wine. But I feel like for me, it was more of like, okay, I have to accept the fact that I'm going to open up on social media so people can get to know me for me. Because if they like you, they trust you, they'll buy from you. And like when I connect with people and I talk with people, I talk to them because I genuinely want to talk to them. Yes, it's nice to sign someone up and help someone, but if I don't, that's okay. Because I'm making a connection, a new friend. Like that's what social media is about, to be social. So in doing so, naturally people want to join your team. People want to work with someone that they like and someone that they trust and someone that is like them. So when I started doing that stuff, and I wasn't doing that right away, by the way, you guys, I felt at first like I'm just gonna throw a post up because I gotta get something up there. But I think so often we think that we have to have these like perfect posts in order to share. But really people want to connect with you on things that are probably not health and fitness. I've realized since moving into this new house, the posts that even have a picture of a gray wall in this house get the most engagement of anything that I post. Why? Because people are excited about when you move into a new house, or when you get engaged, or when you get married, or when you have kids, or when you have something exciting happen in your life. Like, people love seeing that stuff. So I'm gonna share more of it. I think I told Audrey today, I think I'm gonna, like, every room in the house that we redo, I'm gonna share, like, show a before and after once a week. Or something that can allow your audience to connect with you in a way that isn't like, hey, buy Shakeology, or hey, buy this challenge pack type of thing. So I think that I had such a big fear of posting, but now it's fun for me. And now, like, Norm's here somewhere, but he laughs because I like set a tripod up anytime we do something, because I'm like, oh, this would be fun to take a picture of. But it's just funny, and I don't care if people think it's weird or annoying. And most of the time, people don't. But it's just a lot of the time we're in our own heads about what we post. And you don't have to be a health and fitness robot, you guys, to share on Instagram. Like, be yourself, be you, be true to what makes you you. And if people don't like that, that's okay. It really doesn't matter if people don't like you, because you don't want to connect with people that don't like you. You're not going to have everyone like you. Not everyone's going to agree with the fact that you drink wine almost every day during the week. Not everyone likes that. But some people can relate to that, and who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. Be yourself. Um, so I think I learned a lot in this business about figuring out what works for you and how you can be true to yourself, but also connect with more people. So here I am now, almost 3 years later, and I sat down when I was prepping for this call, kind of going through like, okay, a lot of times we have guest speakers on this call that come on and say, you guys, I went from Emerald to 5-star in a year, or I went from Emerald to 10-star and I'm elite and I have this and I have this and I have this. And I'm like, I don't have that. So I'm gonna come on this call and be really real with everyone about where I'm at in my business, how long it's taking me to get here, and what's happening now after I changed my mindset about not being where I 100% thought I wanted to be at the beginning of the year. So June 2017, I signed up. Like Carolyn said, I never missed a month of Success Club. 33 months in Success Club. One of those months, I did not. I got for Success Club 10, and I was pissed. Not because it even matters, but just because, like, I set a goal, I want to hit it, and I wanted to always help at least 5 people and hit SC10. I didn't one time, and that's okay. But I beat myself up over it. But why? I still helped 4 people. Maybe I didn't help 5 people. I was still successful. Just because some coaches hit Success Club 10 and some hit 5 and some hit 30, that doesn't matter. If you're helping people in this business, that matters. The number doesn't matter. And I think that a lot of times we get so caught up in like, oh, I want to be 10-star, I want to be elite, I want to be this, but that sucks the fun and the energy out of like what you're actually doing in your business. So I'm just going to kind of go through the timeline of my business and tell you the things that I did do, even though right now I'm a diamond coach. I hit Emerald the day that I signed up as a coach. The day I signed up, I heard it was important. I didn't know what it meant, but I did it. I hit double Emerald on day 3, which meant I had 4 coaches underneath the 3rd day that I signed up. So how did I hit Emerald when I signed up as a coach on the 1st day? I asked my mom if she'd support me. She said yes. I asked my sister if she wants to try Shakeology and do a challenge pack with me. She said yes. My mom actually said to me, I really am not a shake person. I don't want to do this, but I'll support you. I'll sign up as a coach. I can probably use the yoga and the workouts. And I told her, I was like, I promise in 5 weeks you won't have to keep this a coach account. So I replaced her in 5 weeks. And funny part is, guys, my mom returned her challenge pack. So she literally signed up to help me, but she returned it because she didn't want it, but she wanted to help me get to Emerald because I told her it was important to me. So she did it. My sister stayed a coach for probably 3 to 4 months, only because she's not super responsible. So she probably forgot to cancel her shakes. Either way, I hit Emerald quickly because I knew that's what I'm supposed to do to be successful. I knew that that unlocked an additional income opportunity if I was an Emerald coach, and I stayed Emerald. So I hit Emerald. I never dropped Emerald. I hit Diamond in 4 months in my business without really trying, if I'm being honest. I hit Emerald that quickly. I just kept hitting Emerald, you guys. I had 0 working coaches when I became a Diamond coach. And you guys are probably thinking, like, how is that a thing? Well, this is how it was a thing. I had enough discount coaches, so I had 4 active on both sides. And then I had a discount coach who is still, she's one of my great friends. She's still a loyal Beachbody like discount coach, buys every product in the book. And she signed up because she wanted to hit Emerald, because that's what you teach your new coaches. Emerald is important if you want to be a business builder. She didn't even want to be a business builder, but she wanted to be Emerald. So she signed up her boyfriend and her mom. And she orders stuff through those accounts. And she was my first Emerald coach. She wasn't working actively. She never signed up any other coaches. And then I had a friend that signed up on the other side, and she loved Shakeology. Her sister wanted to try it, and her friend wanted to try it. So I said, hey, I can teach you how to sign them up. They can get a discount. She didn't even need to know what Emerald was. I just said, I can help you sign them up if you want. And that's how I hit Diamond. And that little Emerald pod of like friends just getting discounts that knew nothing about the business kept me Diamond. I had no one working. I didn't even know how to recruit a working coach at that time, but I wanted to hit Diamond. So I hit it in 4 months. My first working coach, once I was Diamond, she quit on me. I think she had to have one more active coach. She had the Emeralds and she quit. She was like, I poured my heart and soul into this girl, and she quit. But I learned something about that. You can't get upset when people leave in this business. It's not for everyone. And I took it super personally. Like, she became a friend of mine. Like, I just felt like, but the problem is I put all my eggs in one basket, and you don't do that. So instead of dragging people along, you find the people that want it, and you work with the people that, they say you should work with the people that don't need your help. So the person on your team that is doing the best, they need all of your attention, because those are the people that are going to take your business to the next level. And those are the people that you want to keep close. The person that wants to get on a call with you every week so you can tell them the same exact thing over and over and over again, and they're not taking action, will suck the life out of you. You guys, the first year of my business, that's what I did. I got on calls with girls, spent hours every single week pouring into these girls that just did not take action. That's impossible. You have no time to build your business if you're constantly being dragged down by people who don't want it. There's value in every coach. If people don't want to work, that's okay. But don't pour all your energy into something that you don't think is going to be beneficial for that person or for your team. So when I finally stopped getting on those calls, I found more joy, for one. I realized that not everyone's going to be a successful, awesome business builder, but they're still valuable on your team. They still bring energy to your challenge group, but you got to stop pushing brick walls that don't want to go places. And that sounds bad, but you can't force someone to do something that they don't want to do. And it's exhausting and it sucks it out of you. So with that, again, I hit Diamond in October of 2017. You guys, I've been Diamond for 30 months. I have not rank advanced in 30 months. That's a long freaking time. Some people can't even stay in this business for 3 months without seeing massive success. But I knew that if I kept showing up authentically in my business, I didn't care anymore. Like, I know that I have girls on this call right now that I would die for, regardless if they're Emerald or if they have never signed anyone up in their life. Because I started thinking, so January 1st of 2020, I changed my mindset about all of this. I beat myself up, like, how am I not elite yet? How am I not this? I do everything I'm supposed to do. But what I wasn't doing is focusing on like serving my team versus serving myself. So yeah, it's really easy for me to show up every day and do my stuff. But how can I show up for my team and help them? How can I show up for Katie, who's a brand new coach, who's so excited? So my invite stopped because I'm going to help Katie see success in her business. Because I don't want someone to sit at the same rank for 30 months like I did. And I'm not downplaying my success, because I've been very successful, and I will get into that next. But my whole point here is, like, when you take that shift and you stop thinking about how can I do this? How can I hit Emerald? How can I hit Diamond? And you say, how can I help Sammy hit Diamond? How can I help Audrey hit Emerald? How can I help Sammy sign up this person? Or how can I inspire her to send invites when she's terrified? When I started doing that, then my business started to blow up. And it took me almost 3 years to realize that the valuable part of your business is not you, it's your people. It's your people on your team. It's the people that so badly want to see, like, people look up to you. People look up to you regardless if you're a 10-star diamond or you're a emerald coach, because people care about the people that care about them. And if you don't care about your people aren't going to give a shit for you, and they're not going to stick around. I don't know who I heard this from, but the people that love you are not going to quit on you. So focus on like your people, and that's true not just like on your team, but that's true about the people that you're trying to get in a challenge group. Those people are going to be your coaches. There's girls on this call that were rockstar challengers that said they never wanted to work the business but are rank advancing very quickly. Why? Because they love the business now that they fell in love with the people that are in the business, the people in the challenge group, the people that are getting added to the team. And you guys, I don't have an upline coach. I do have Carolyn. Carolyn's here for support. Christy's on this call. She's here for support for me. But I don't have like a direct upline working the business. So like my goal is to be able to inspire people on this team the way that I partially wish that I had from an upline. And my team does that for me. Like this team, like the girls on this call inspire me probably more than I think that I inspire them. So all this stuff of, yeah, I haven't rank advanced in 30 months. I haven't done this. I haven't done this. Let me tell you what I have done though as a diamond coach. Because yeah, it's scary. It's hard. It's like, oh my God, I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here. But I wasn't stuck. I'm going to read a quote. Sammy posted this, but never give up on a dream because of the time it will take to accomplish. The time will pass anyways. So I'm going to share with you guys, yes, I've just been a diamond coach, but let me tell you what I did as a diamond coach that I am grateful for. And honestly, like I applaud myself for. I have earned a lot of money in this business without being a star diamond coach, without having any help from an upline producing volume for me, excuse me. I have paid off my student loans because of this Beachbody business. When I started, I told myself every single person, every single like paycheck or dollar that I earn from this business, I am putting into a separate account and I'm matching that and paying off my student loans. I paid them off 2 years earlier than I hoped to. I just put down a down payment on my dream house that I'm currently sitting in with boxes behind me because I still haven't unpacked them. I did that with strictly Beachbody income. Christy, it's not a closet. Background information. The old room I used to sit in was like basically a closed behind me, and it's like a closet. So people were like, "Are you sitting in a closet?" Anyways, I opened an account in January of what year is it? Of 2019, and I have all my Beachbody income that I make going directly into that account. It's a savings account. I act as if it doesn't exist. That income allowed me to put a down payment on this house that I'm living in with zero problem, with still a balance in that account. Obviously, you have to work for the money. Beachbody doesn't guarantee income. Obviously, like that's the disclaimer. But just because you're not an elite coach does not mean you won't make money in this business. I dropped down to part-time hours in my full-time job that I was slaving at, working 60 to 65 hours a week, getting no joy, and slaving for someone else's dream. I found myself. I found the thing that I was missing that I thought I wouldn't find. I'm healthier. I'm happier. I value myself. I value my time. I value the people in my life. I've made lifelong friends. The girls on this call, like, will be my friends forever. I found a purpose in my life that helps other people, and making an income, making an impact, you guys, feels really freaking good. And does it mean that I show up or I wake up every day like lit up about sending invites or doing my follow-ups? No. Like, they're not the most glamorous things, but you do them and you move on. And maybe you send 50 invites and every single person tells you no. Like so often we hear, oh, no one wants to join me, no one wants to join me. Well, how many people are you inviting? Because I bet that if you invite 50 people, one of them are going to want more information. 2 of them will probably sign up. But I have people that have come to me now that I have invited to coaching for years, and they want to sign up now because I didn't quit on myself. If I would have quit, half the people on this call would not be on this call. If I would have quit, I wouldn't be where I'm going to be 5 years from now. Like myself 5 years from now will not be the person that she's going to be if I would have quit. And it's easy to get caught up in like the stuff of like, oh, I don't feel successful. I feel like I can do better. Well, then do better, do more. It is a numbers game. Like if you come to me and or you come to someone and you say like, it just doesn't work for me. Well, why doesn't it work? Probably because you're not working. And it's hard to like say that to yourself. And that's okay if you don't want to work, but technically, I mean, the reality is this is a business, you guys, and it will pay you like a business if you treat it like a business. Whether you're diamond, whether you're emerald, or whether you're a 10-star elite coach. The income you make is based on the impact that you make. So show up for yourself and show up for other people. Since I've made that shift in my mindset and my business on January 1st of 2020, I don't even know what year it is, of 2020, the following things have happened in my business. Since January, I've signed up 10 working coaches. 5 of those 10 are Emerald today. 1 of those are halfway to Emerald, and she will probably be Emerald on Thursday. 3 of those 10 have not even had a getting started right call with me yet. One of those coaches, or one of those, not those 10, but one of the girls on my team will be Diamond on Thursday. And there's a likelihood that Norm will also be Diamond on Thursday. So did I put in a lot of work from the beginning? Yes. Did it happen the way I wanted it to? Absolutely not. I thought for sure with the success and the income and the amount of people I was signing up, I thought for sure I would be elite in my first year. I wasn't. Did I beat myself up a little bit? But am I over it? Yes. And like, let's talk about the reality of timing. I know that I wouldn't have been able to handle the, I guess, like, not necessarily the work, but I wouldn't have been able to handle a year ago being like a 5-star coach. I don't think I had the capacity at that time to be a 5-star coach, which probably is why I was not. So I think that if we trust the timing and show up the right way, like it will happen. And like Savannah, I can't really read the chat while I'm talking, but I can see like some stuff, but the compound effect. Like you show up, you show up, you show up, eventually it's going to pay off. I have a couple other things that I wanted to share, just as like tips. So like, if you said let's for example, you need to ask yourself what success looks like for you. Maybe it doesn't look like what success looks like for me. Maybe it means you want to make $150 to pay for your groceries, or when we could go out to eat, to take your significant other out to eat. Maybe that's what success looks like for you. Maybe it looks like you're quitting your job and this is your full-time job. Maybe it just means you help someone lose 10 pounds. Success is different for everyone. So ask yourself that, and then ask yourself what you need to do to see that success. Like what measurable things do you need to do to be able to pay for $150 worth of groceries this month? I can tell you, sign up 3 people, 3 challenge packs, $150. There are your groceries. Now, if you did what you said, what type of impact would that make on you, and how would that make you feel? Probably pretty good, right? Would it help you get to your goal if you did those invites to get those 3 people? If you did twice as much as you said you would you get twice the results, or would you double the goal? How would that make you feel? Is it possible? And would you want that? That's what you have to ask yourselves. If you do X every day, you'll eventually get to Y. If you do 3 times X every day, you're going to get to 3 times Y, whatever Y equals. So the point is you have to take action. You have to find what makes it worth it in this business for you. Because what makes it worth it for me is not going to make it worth it for you. It's just not. Everyone has a different vision and a different goal and wants different things. So in order to achieve success, you have to achieve success for yourself. And I think I was more thinking like people in Beachbody are successful if they are elite. Yes, that's correct. They are. But why? I had no reason why I wanted to be elite other than because I want to be successful. But you have to tie a reason behind it. So, like being elite for me means that I have 5 leaders on my team that are defining success for themselves. That's a big deal. For me, that means I can probably quit my full time job. That's a big deal. I don't want to be there anymore. For me, it means that I found something that brings me joy. That's a big deal. But everyone's definition of success and even joy looks so different. So I think we need to remember that. So like a homework item, I think that everyone should write down like, what does success look like for you? You don't have to think the 10-year plan. Think of what success in April looks like or what success in 2020 looks like. And then write down 3 things that you can do every day to help you get to that, to feel successful, to be successful. And then ask yourself how you can 10 times that if you wanted 10 times your goal. I think so often we focus on the wrong things in the business and we forget that what you want in this business might not be what your upline wants for you. But if you want to be successful, you have to know what success is and what it means for yourself, not for your upline, not for your husband or fiance or your boyfriend or your friends, for yourself. And then one other thing that has helped me tremendously. Oh, is Colt looking? Oh, did Colt just walk by? One other thing that's helped me a lot is I don't invite everyone anymore. Like I invite the people that are like me and that I personally want to be friends with. So for a long time, I feel like I was just like, oh, I'm going to follow this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. But none of them are people that I would ever probably speak to if we were at a party together or we met somewhere. So it truly is like they always say, like on the wake up call and stuff, like find your people. Literally find your people. Because I can honestly say that in the beginning, in 2017, 2018, even some of 2019, my coaches weren't people that I'd all want to put in a room together and like hang out. The people on your team should be people that you want to hang out with on the weekends. Like I want to plan a team retreat and I want my whole team to be diamond because I want all of us to go somewhere cool and drink Prosecco on rafts in a pool. Like that's what I want to do. Like I don't want to hang out with people that I don't want to hang out with. So I think it's so important to find the right people to connect with instead of like beating a dead horse and begging people to join you. It's very clear when you're trying to just get people to join you to hit a number or to sign someone up or to make $50. It's obvious. Don't get me wrong. If someone comes to me and says like they need help, like I'm going to help them. But I'm actively seeking out people like me, people that work hard, people that are driven, people that want more, people that are going to work hard like all the time. So find the people that are like you. If you're a mom, find the moms. Moms, I'm not a mom, but I'm sure that moms need something to pour into other than their kids. Randy, you're a mom. You can probably say that 100% you love Beachbody because it gives you time and time for you and something to pour into that isn't just everyone else. Those are your people. You got to find those people because someone needs that. Right now, I'm supposed to be getting married in June and I'm probably not. So I'm going to find people that are struggling with that too, because there are a lot of people right now going through a lot of things that are affecting their lives. People want someone to talk to. I'm not going to connect with them and be like, hey, sign up and join my team. No, we're going to connect. We're going to become friends. And then maybe people want to join me, maybe they don't. But no matter what, people that you connect with that you like will bring value to your life in some way, shape, or form. I connected with Katie, the one that was recognized the under 30, because she's getting married soon. We connected over, I think I saw a picture of her and her fiance, her ring or something. We started talking about being engaged, and she's a big CrossFitter, so I actually didn't think she'd want to do Beachbody. But then we started connecting and we got to know each other, and I didn't feel weird inviting her because I actually like her. So it doesn't feel weird inviting someone that you truly, genuinely like and want to help. So I feel like I can go on for like hours about this, but it just says so much about who you are when you connect with the right people, and you spend less energy like feeling like you're wasting your time, because you're not wasting your time if you find the right people. You're not. And they might not sign up right now, but when someone tells me no, awesome. Like, I hope we can still stay connected on here because I think you're awesome. And when you do that, those people are going to come back and join your team in 3, 5, 10 years from now. So I think that's really all I have. I do want to shout out my entire team for being here and for literally crushing it. Like, the fact that 90% of these new coaches have hit Emerald in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks is incredible. And I think it goes to show a lot about you guys are go-getters. You want it. And whatever success looks like for you, that's great. And remember that it's different for everyone. And everything that you do in this business is really for yourself, but also to make an impact and inspire people just to be better. Honestly, like 3 years ago, if you would have asked me if I would be building a bookshelf for books, like, I wouldn't be doing that because I didn't think I'd read a book after college. Truly. And now I have all these boxes in here are books that are going to go on the bookshelf. But that's because I learned to take care of myself and I poured into myself. So pour into yourself, and I swear it's worth it. And so maybe you don't sign anyone up this month, but if you find value for yourself, you commit to your workouts, you can commit to your nutrition. Like, there's still value in that. I didn't quit because I knew how good this was for my life. Yeah, I didn't hit 10-star, 5-star, 2-star, even 1-star. I didn't quit though because I knew that it was still bringing value to me, even if I didn't hit the rank I was supposed to hit. So that's all I have. I don't know if anyone has any questions or anything, but I hope that that's helpful for everyone and that you guys feel inspired to take action and crush your goals, whatever it looks like, even if it's different than someone else on this team's goal. But yeah, that's all I have, I think.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's nice to see you not in a closet.
I know. Nice lighting, there's lights.
Yeah.
Feeling lighting. Things
It's a
you
lot brighter. We can see your face. So that's good.
seriously.
Awesome. Does anyone have any questions for Natalie? You want to unmute yourself and ask? You can ask in the chat. No? Just don't want to
I
go.
do have a question.
Go ahead.
Sorry if it's loud. My kitchen fan is on. But you mentioned you don't invite everyone. So how do you approach inviting? I know we've chatted about this one-on-one before, but I think your approach to inviting is really what would speak to a lot of people. So I just wanted to ask you that in front of everyone is how do you connect and invite with people?
So I have a spreadsheet. I think I shared it with you once before, but I just have a spreadsheet of the people that I connect with. So I set a goal for myself, 30 new people a week. These aren't people I'm going to invite right away, but people that I think are awesome. Either find them through for me right now, through bridal shops or home remodel stuff or something that you're interested in. And I'm finding people that I can literally message. I'll share with you guys what I say if I can find it. So I'm finding these people that I really actually want to connect with, and I'm liking some stuff, following it, the normal stuff, but I'm saying something along the lines of I message everyone that I want to connect with. And I just say something like, hey there, I stumbled on your feed while I was obsessing over home decor and fake plants. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with your feed. It looks like you have a genuine love for life and enjoy the little things in life. I'm looking forward to following you. And most of the time people are like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Thank you. And then we start talking about something on their page. So I saw one girl had a picture of her in her lab today and hunting stuff. So I said, I saw a picture of you and your looks like husband. Do you hunt with your dogs? I have a lab and we take our dog hunting. So just stuff like that. And then they're all on the spreadsheet. And then usually you can tell pretty quickly the people that you vibe with and connect with. So I bold those people on my spreadsheet, the people that actually respond and I'm actually connecting with. And when I feel it's appropriate, which usually it just comes up, I typically ask people what they do for work. and they tell you and they ask what you do. And I just say like, I work here, I work part-time here. I have like a little story like that I share, but I talk about coaching in it and how it's my passion and how I'm excited about it and how I'm hoping it helps me leave my full-time job and by the end of the year. And they're like, that's really cool. What's that? So then you like naturally are just talking about what you're doing. And they say, and then you can invite them like, does that sound like something you'd be interested in? But anyone that's on that list that answers me back, like anyone probably in 2 to 3 weeks, I still invite to if they follow me back. And then anyone who follows me, I'll invite them to a challenge group for sure. Um, but at any given time, like I have a pipeline of, let's say, there's probably 250 people on there. Not all of them are people that I'll actually invite or will answer me or even saw my like connection message, but maybe 100 of them are. So I kind of just take that approach where I'm just not like going through all my followers and inviting everyone. I think as a new coach, you do your open shop post, you invite everyone that likes it because it's like your warm network, you know, like we're so far out of our warm network that it's like we have to find ways to like connect with people in other ways. But like for you, like you're a vegan, like you care about the environment, like all that type of stuff, like those are your people and you can probably talk about that forever with people. So I feel like finding those types of people that you can talk to and like take the whole I'm going to invite them later out of it and just really connect with them. And then it makes it easier to invite, if that answers your question.
Definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else?
What do you do if like when you try to connect with someone or even invite them and they like don't respond? Do you like try to keep it going or you're just like, okay?
Yeah, so I would say that 75% of the people that I invite don't respond. But you have to remember, like, people are busy. Like, I've opened messages 100 times on Instagram and it's like, shit, it's gone. And I forgot to respond to it. So if you're keeping track of your people, I just go back through, like, when I send an invite, either like 3 to 7 days later, I'll go back through the people because I have them on a spreadsheet. And you can see if someone reads your message if it's on Instagram. So I just send a follow-up message and say, hey, like, I'm sorry if I messaged you at a bad time. I know like I open these messages and forget to respond or think I did and I'm losing my mind. Either way, I don't want to assume you aren't interested. So either way, I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. And then they'll be like, oh crap, sorry, my kid opened my phone and whatever. Or like whatever. Well, yeah, I'm so sorry. I totally meant to respond. Some people won't ever respond, but then I just invite them again in 2 months. My mindset on that is if they're gonna pretend they didn't see your message, I'm gonna pretend I didn't send it. So you just send it again in a couple months. But the people that you connect with, they're like legitimate connections, aren't gonna ignore you. Purposely. They won't ignore you purposely. They'll if you follow up with them. And like the follow up, the fortune's really in the follow up. So like 90% of the people that I help, it comes from the follow up. Like Katie, I'm gonna talk about her again. I sent her a webinar and followed up with her like 6 times before she watched it. I was like, sorry, don't kill me, but did you watch it yet? And she's like, no, you caught me. I'll do it tomorrow or whatever she said. So like, don't be afraid to follow up with people. Sometimes people you need to follow up because people do forget. Yeah, Savannah followed up with a girl from 8 months ago today and she signed up. Like show up today and show up every day because like for me, like if I don't talk about the business, I'm not gonna attract my people because I didn't come into it, like I said, for the workouts. So like I'd be silly not to share the reason that I came into the business because like my people are gonna come in for that same reason. And if Brittany wasn't sharing on her stories, like, yeah, she's not a coach anymore, but she led me here. And that's because she was sharing on her stories and I was watching it. So there are people watching you that may not be answering you or even reaching out to you, but they are watching. So if you keep showing up, eventually either you're going to reach out to them or they're going to find you. And I mean, it's just so valuable in every which way. Even people that aren't like liking your stuff. I got a message, like, I think it was like 2 years into my business where someone said, I've been watching your journey for a really long time. Like, what are you doing? She never liked a post. She never commented on a post, like nothing. Like those people are still watching. But like the fear is mutual. So like just like you're afraid to reach out to people, they're afraid to reach out to you. So you're like really doing yourself a disservice and that other person by not reaching out because now you're both stuck and getting nothing out of it when you can be getting something that can potentially change your life.
I have a question. What do you do when you don't feel motivated to do your things or to get your stuff done on your to-do list? What do you do if you just like don't feel like doing it?
Honestly, there are days I just don't feel like doing it, but usually I'll reach out to you, Savannah or Maddie, in that diamond chat that we have. And one of you are doing it. So I'm like, shit, Sammy did her invites already, or Savannah's usually got all her shit done by 6 a.m. So, so I'm like, oh, I better do my stuff today. But I think like, that's, Sammy, like I said, like I sometimes, instead of saying like, well, I'm going to invite 10 people a day, I did the whole, okay, like maybe I should invite 50 people a week. Because the reality is every single day is not going to work to do every single business activity if it doesn't feel right. So like I had a long day, let's say I didn't do my invites yet. Well, guess what? I have all week to get 50. I'm going to give myself some grace and I'm going to do 10 tomorrow instead of 5. So I think like, or like look at your goals and tell yourself, say like, how bad do I want it? But even, or like I asked Norm, like I always tell him like what my goals are, and he'll be like, one time I asked him for like 6 weeks to ask me every day if my tracker was done. It got so annoying. But he asked every day and I was like, nope, I'll go do it. So it just, I feel like if you just give yourself some grace sometimes, that's okay too. Like you don't need to, like for me, my business does not consume my life. Like it doesn't, and I don't want it to. Otherwise, like I wouldn't be trying to leave a job that does consume my life to go to another thing to consume my life. Like I'm doing this because I like it and because it allows for flexibility and freedom of time and money. So like my goal is not to become a full-time coach to work 8 hours a day.
Are we good on questions, or we have any more? Just want to make sure we got them all. I don't see any in the chat. I've been keeping up with that, so I haven't seen any in there. We're good. I'll take that as a yes. All right. Well, thank you for leading the team call tonight. I appreciate you doing that and sharing your story and just talking about, you know, the realities of this business. And if it's something that's important to you, you'll find a way to make it work for you. And the timing is everything. So thank you again. And I think it's really cool that, you know, you hosted this call today and you're in your new house. It's kind of like, you didn't know that at the time. Like when you said you would do this call, I was like, how about we have like one of our leaders host the first week every month, and we had you do this one, and you didn't know we were going to be in your new office. So it's really cool. It's like your first call that you led this year, and you're in your new house. So it's just like kind of divine timing there. So thank you again. And we'll have some rank advancement posts going up on Thursday, I'm sure, from all these people on this call, and some diamonds and other exciting things. So thanks for being here. We appreciate you. I will see you all next week. And I'm going to do this week because I've forgotten every single week. I literally have my assistant make these really nice slides and have this really cool thing at the end that shows you who the guest speaker is every week at the end. And I never show it, and I keep forgetting. So our guest speaker for next week is Z Slingsby. She's going to be hosting our call, and I'm going to be hosting one of hers in return. So make sure that you are here again, same time, same place, same password. Make sure your team knows all of that, and I will see you next week. And if you sign up coaches between now and then, get their butt on the call too. All right, everyone have a great night. Bye.